You. Today I want to talk about something that affects not just the classroom but the boardroom too. Neurodiversity in the workplace. What if I told you that companies with neurodiverse teams are 30% more productive? However, most workplaces are still missing this competitive advantage entirely. In the past year alone, interest in neuro-inclusion has absolutely skyrocketed. Job listings that mention neurodiversity have increased more than six-fold globally. However, here's the thing. Inclusion isn't about just adding a few buzzwords to a diversity statement. Neuro and divergent employees aren't just accessories to a company brand. They're actually a genuine advantage. So today we're unpacking what real neuro-inclusion actually looks like, why it matters, and how businesses can stop just accommodating difference and start leveraging it. So let's start with what neurodiversity actually is. It includes conditions like dyslexia, ADHD, autism, dyscalculia, dyspraxia, and other neurodivergent strains. These are natural variations in how people think, learn, communicate, and interact with the world. They're not defects or disadvantages, they're simply differences. So here's the shift that we need to make. Traditional hiring and workplace structures are designed around neurotypical norms. That means people who process information differently are often unintentionally excluded, misunderstood, or underutilized. However, when workplaces do make space for neurodivergent thinkers, here's what happens. They unlock fresh perspectives, unique problem-solving approaches, strong pattern recognition, creative thinking, and most importantly, what we all want is future-focused ideas. In a Harvard Business Review study completed recently, it found that neurodiverse teams are 30% more productive when well supported. And that phrase, that key there, when well supported, really matters. So what does this support look like? Because support needs to be structural, not symbolic. So here's what that can actually look like. It can be flexible communication styles, written communication over verbal or visual instead of text-heavy formats, clear expectations and unambiguous job descriptions, quiet spaces or noise cancelling options for those who need them, strength-based roles, placing people where they naturally shine, coaching or mentoring that fits different thinking styles, manager education, so leaders actually understand how to support neurodiverse team members. One employer I know actively sought out or seeks out dyslexic apprentices in his electrical business. He does this because of their innate ability to problem solve, think differently, and use their intuition to get the job done effectively. In my practice, I've worked with adults who spent decades hiding their dyslexia or their ADHD or any other neurodivergent conditions from work. They've developed all sorts of workarounds, avoided certain tasks, and constantly worried about being found out. The mental toll for them is absolutely immense. Some have been bullied, belittled, and mostly misunderstood. I've had adults break down in tears in my office when they realise that it's not their failing, it's just the natural way that their brain works. The relief in that moment is absolutely profound. Once they understood how their brain worked best, something shifted in them. They could finally come out and be upfront with their employees and colleagues. And when they shared that insight with the right people, so everything changed for them. One of my adult clients struggled to remember and explain subject-specific jargon. However, with the right tools and a visual strategy that she learnt through doing our program, she learnt to make those key terms stick and be able to speak about them with clarity. Her confidence soared, her productivity increased. She went from dreading conversations with clients to feeling prepared and capable. She told me, for the first time in my career, I feel like I'm actually good at my job. Now she's respected and included rather than being looked at with suspicion or doubt. The broader impact of all this? Well, here's the exciting thing. This isn't just about helping individuals succeed. When we create workplaces that work for neurodiverse minds, we create a workplace that works better for everyone. Those flexible communication styles, helpful for all employees. Clear expectations, everybody benefits. Strength-based roles, that's just smart management. If you're an employee, an educator, or a job seeker navigating neurodiversity in the workplace, please know this. It's not about making space for difference. It's about recognizing the value that was already there. Let's start seeing neurodiversity as a genuine competitive edge. If you're a parent wondering how to prepare your neurodivergent teen for the workforce, or an adult finally understanding your own brain, I'd love to help you figure out your next steps. Thanks so much for watching today. If this was helpful, please hit that subscribe button and the like button for more content like this, or please share it with someone that needs to hear this message. You can find more resources at dyslexiaunpuzzled.co.nz or connect with me on either Facebook, Instagram or LinkedIn. See you next time.